Good morning, everyone. This is the new chapter number 14, statistics. In the last class, also, we have seen the concept of statistics, where we have seen what is raw data, what is information, what is mean, median, and mode. If you remember, we have dealt with only simple numbers like around 10 values we have dealt with at a time. If you remember, we have dealt with around 10 values to find the mean, median, or mode. So it was very easy to find the value. Before that, let's start with some basics. What is statistics? Anyone? Statistics, as per you, please try. If you have given a reading to it, please tell what is statistics. Representing data, okay. Others, please try. Vaishnavi is saying it is representing data. Others, please try. What is statistics? Others, please try. What do you mean by statistics? Statistics is a four-way work in which first we collect, or we can say collection of data. First process is collection of data. Second process is what class? After collecting, you have to, please tell, just collecting is enough or you have to do something on it? You have to organize it. Very good. Second is organization of data. Or arrangement or representation, whatever you say. Third is analysis. Good, Rudra. Analysis of data. And final one is interpretation. These are the four steps that we have to understand to better go for this topic, statistics. So first is collection of data. Data can be collected in two ways. Either we go ourselves to a person to collect the data, or second way is we take data from someone else. We all have been using Google and other websites for many purposes. So there are two kinds of collection. First is primary and second is secondary. So class, suppose someone tells you to go for a survey to note down the height of students of a particular class. Okay, one way is you go on your own to that class and one by one you take their measurements and make the data. That is known as primary data, which is done by on our own, or you can say collected by our own. At the first place, we only are the one who is collecting the data. Then this kind of collection is known as primary collection or primary data. And second is secondary one, in which you are taking from someone else. Suppose you go to the monitor of that class and you ask that monitor to give you that collection or that table or containing the heights of the students. So as per you, which data is more reliable, primary or secondary? Please tell. As per you, which data is more reliable, primary or secondary? Okay, Rudra, others please try. The primary one you have taken on your own. Secondary one you are dependent on someone else that he or she has taken it correctly. Obviously, primary is correct one. Dipanshi, but have some trust on you also because you also can take correct readings, है ना? So primary is the more reliable one. Secondary is fine. You must have seen in any project when you take help from Google, you also write in that at the end that you have taken the reference from this and this website. So that is your secondary data. Okay, primary is when you take on your own. Now, second comes organization of data. In organization, if you remember, as I've told you in the last class, we have normally dealt with only 10 or 12 values. So finding the mean, finding the median, and finding the mode was very easy. Let me give you an example. Suppose we had these values 2, 5, 6, 3, 8, 9, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 values we are having. Finding its mean was very easy. If you remember, in the last class we have done, mean was sum of all observations upon total number of observations. So normally we just added all these values, 2 plus 5 plus 6 plus 3 plus 8 and so on upon 7. This was very easy. Second was finding the median. Class, what was the first step that we have to make sure while finding the median? What we have to do at first? Yes, Anuranjan is saying even or odd, okay. And second is the order. First of all, these mean, median, and mode are known as central tendency. So mean is simple. You just have to add all the numbers and divide by total number of these values. Median is arranging first because it is like finding the middle number. Finding middle value. Just finding the middle value in this case won't give you the correct answer because this data is not arranged. So first you have to arrange the data in ascending or descending order, then only you can find the middle value. And if you remember, we have done the formulas also to find if n, that is number of values, is odd, what was the formula to find the middle value? Please tell. If you remember in the last class, we have done to find the median, if there are odd number of values, how we can find the middle value? Vaishnav is saying n upon 2. Okay, others please try. What is the median if n is odd? N is number of terms. In this case, n equal to 7. Please tell how to find the middle term using the formula. It's very simple. N plus 1 upon 2 term. So please repeat what is central tendency. Yuvika, when we have a data containing 20 values or 30 values, we try to find a single number. We try to find a single number which can represent the complete data. Okay. Suppose you have got your marks in 5 subjects. Let me turn the video. 1 second. Let me make it here. Suppose you have got your 5 marks in 5 different subjects. At the end, your parents are more likely to get the percentage that you have got. The percentage that you tell to them is your central tendency of the marks that you have got. So, Abhishek, your camera is on, beta. Please switch it off. Now, I hope you are able to understand this thing, Yuvika, that what is central tendency? It is like a single value you are giving for the complete data. In the class also, suppose there is a batch of class 10th in a particular school and you want to assess the performance of the school, what you will do is you will try to assess or take an average of class 10 students who have given the board exam, and by that only you can compare two different schools how they are performing. Now is it clear to you? Okay, so that was your central tendency. Now there are many ways to find the central tendency. First is mean, second is median, and third is mode. It all depends in which scenario, which central tendency way is correct. In some ways, finding the mean is fine. In some ways, finding the median is okay. And in some ways, finding the mode is fine. Okay. Later on, we will understand in different scenarios, these different things are used. In some scenarios, mean is better to understand the values. In some scenarios, median is better, and in some, mode is better. So I was on median. We have done if n equal to odd, we can easily find the median by the formula n plus 1 by 2th term. So let us apply the formula in our question. The value of n is what? 7. So the median is which term? 7 plus 1 upon 2th term, that is 8 upon 2, which is 4th term. So class, if I arrange this data in ascending order, I will get 2, 3, then I will get 5, 6, 8, 9, 11. So now class, tell me what is the median. As per my formula, I have got 4th term is the median, and as per the data 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is the middle term, you can see 3 on this side, 3 on that side. This is the middle term. So when values are very less, finding the median, finding the mean, finding the mode is very easy. Such kind of data we call ungrouped data. Such kind of data we call as ungrouped, because there is no grouping, single data is there only. So let me write the mode thing. Mode is the value which is repeated the maximum number of times. So if I write in this case only, suppose if I had values like 1 4 times, 2 3 4. So what is the mode for this data? Please tell. What is the mode for this data? The mode is 1, because 1 is repeated 4 times, that is the maximum number of times, that is it is our mode. Now one more thing we have learned, sir, median for even number of terms. Okay, Vaishnav, I think we have not done median of even number of terms in the last class. Have we done in class 8? Please tell, have we done median of even number of terms? Okay, we have done. So median of even number of terms is given by, if n equal to even number, then the formula is changed. Why it is changed? Because now it will give you a fraction value which is not acceptable. The answer is mean of, so median equal to mean of n by 2th and n by 2 plus 1th term. So in the case when number of values are even, you can find the median by taking mean of n by 2th and n by 2 plus 1th term. Let me write it in the formula way. It is like this: n by 2th term plus n by 2 plus 1th term upon 2. For example, if I take the same value, let us take, and this time only I will add one more value: 2 3 5 6 8 10 11. 2 3 5 6 8 11, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and let me take 12 and 13. So if this is the data given to you and you want to find the median, first of all you will count n is equal to how much? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So the value of n is 8. That is, there are even number of terms and you want to find the median. Now let's write these things in the formula. As per this, it becomes n upon 2th first term, so that is 8 upon 2th term plus 8 upon 2 plus 1th term upon 2. Please make sure that this plus 1 is separated from this one. It is n upon 2 plus 1. It is not n plus 1 upon 2. Both are different. So as per this, we have to find the 4th term plus 5th term upon 2. What is the fourth term? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And you can see 3 are on this side, 3 on this side. These two are in the middle. These two are in the middle. So let's write their value. Fourth term is 6, fifth term is 8 upon 2. Answer is 14 upon 2, that is 7. So in this case, the median came out as 7. So if a question arises in front of you that median is always a value given in the observations, what will you say? Is it correct or false? Median is always one of the values of the given observations. That is false, especially if it is even number of terms. Especially if it is even number of terms. But if the condition is there are odd number of terms, yes, Gariman, not always. If it is odd number of terms, as we have seen in the first example, in this case, we had find that median was one of the values. But when we have even number of values, at that case, the value is different because, one second. In this case, we have seen that 7 was not there in the observations, but it came out as our median. I hope it is clear to you. For mean, we already know mean to generally is not one of the values because mean is normally in points or decimals, so that is different. But mode is always from the given observations. I hope you are able to understand that mean and median depends. It is general case. They may be or they may not be from the given values, but mode is always from the given values. I hope this much is clear to you. Please confirm. Okay. Now, after this mode, we have one more thing that we have learned in the last class, that was range. If you remember class, what is range? What is range? You must be remembering in class 7th also we have done this thing, range. Please tell. What is range? Yes, it is highest value minus lowest value. Very good, Vaishnav and Utkarsh. So highest value minus lowest value is your range. In our case, 13 and 2. So there is a range of 11 values in between these two. That is your range. Now, after doing the primary thing, we have gone for a recap of last classes. Now again, come back to our organization thing. When we had 10 values, 7 values, it was very easy for us to go ahead like this. But as soon as the data becomes like this, sir, you were telling about mode. Piyush, mode is simple. The value which is getting repeated many times is your mode. Okay. We have taken one example also in which one was repeating 4 times. So that was our mode. Okay. Now it depends in different conditions. Suppose, I think I have given you the example. Suppose someone is going to assess me, how I'm teaching in the class, and they come in the class. They make the first student stand and they ask marks from the student, and that particular student was fail. So just asking that student that he is fail, if they assess me as a bad teacher, will that be fine? Will that be a correct assessment? No, because maybe that student was not able to attend any classes and only on that day, due to my luck, he was there. So that is not a correct assessment. So better they will go for mean to find the assessment, or they will go for median, or they will go for mode. In the case of mode, suppose maximum have got good marks, but 5 students got 2 marks out of 100. So my mode will come out as 2 in that case. So that will also give a wrong picture. So you can see in different scenario, different these central tendency will work. In some cases, mode is good. In some cases, mean is good. In some cases, median is good. And this is your homework for today, that you will give me some instances in which mean is better and these two are not good, in which median is better and the other two are not good, and in which mode is better but mean and median are not good. There are many examples full in Google, है ना? As soon as you go on Google, try to search this thing, examples in which mean is better, examples in which median is better, and example in which mode is better. So that will help you to understand the basic differences of these things. Okay, now it is 8:32. Let me take 2-3 minutes more to give you an example. Today you can complete 14.1 easily. It is easy. Okay, give 5 examples of data that you can do. Classify question number 1. Okay, you can do this one easily. Okay, I was giving an example. This type of data we have done in last classes. Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll discuss it tomorrow. Please come with an example. Okay, tomorrow I will ask some of you in which situations which one is better. Okay, so please give some examples tomorrow. Now let us finish this today. Tomorrow we will continue from here. The topic, presentation of data. If possible, kindly go through this once. Let me stop the recording.